Eli Manning versus Big Ben Roethlisberger versus Kurt Warner.
How many of them have a movie made by them about them?
Just one, right?
Exactly. That's all that matters. That's big
I
time right
mean,
there.
The Greatest Show on Turf with him at the helm.
yeah, so I'm sorry, Eli Manning.
Big Ben and Kurt Warner.
I mean, yeah, Kurt Warner for sure. His story is just so amazing. And Eli, God love him. He'll never catch a break. You can't, like, no matter how many Super Bowls he won, no
Because he
one
got two,
actually.
right? Against the
Yeah,
Patriots. His highlight of his best moments.
I mean, 2 Super Bowls, that's like the pinnacle.
It's legit.
I mean, if you're trying to define a career or a legacy, that's pretty much the best you can do. But yeah, Kurt Warner has to be.
I
And
mean, when
he's got like way so much swag too. He does.
well, he's a good analyst on NFL
He's
Network too. I
great.
mean, he just
Yeah.
continues and yeah, they
I used to
have him
listen
come
to him
on
on the
to,
radio.
yep.
He would do because the Chargers games used to be blacked out back in the day in San Diego, back when they did that because not enough people were watching the games. And it was Kevin Harland,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Warner would do the CBS radios.
Kevin Harlan, the GOAT. Shout out.
Totally, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we'll give Harlan a flex, not for
Yeah,
anything he did
like-
this week, but just in general,
No,
because you
just
both like him.
just lifetime achievement award.
I think my initial feelings were Kurt Warner I would go with, because I think I like the guy the best out of the three of them.
Yeah.
We know Eli's got his 2 Super Bowls, but there's something about Eli. I don't know. He feels like he's like the underdog Manning brother. You know, Peyton played so much better, but he has less hardware. Or maybe they're the same hardware. They both have 2 Super Bowls
No, I
now?
think Peyton only has
Just
one.
one? Oh yeah, they lost because he lost to the
That's his
Bears.
whole thing. Eli has
Yeah.
more than Peyton. I mean, Peyton has more records, but yeah.
Yeah. And then Big Ben, I mean, just durable, hurt all the time. He had big moments too. He's got that off the field stuff that probably shouldn't weigh into my ranking of him, but
Shouldn't, but
I don't know.
if you're going to
They weigh
include
that
the
in for
off
Hall
the
of
field,
Fame.
Say it again, Eric.
No, I'm saying I'm pretty sure they use that as Hall of Fame criteria. Like
They seem to.
against
Or they
you,
pick and
so,
choose.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, so
I mean,
absolutely.
you have to be liked, right? Bill Belichick could learn a thing or two about that.
Right. So
Yeah,
does this
I'll say Big Ben was like, I mean, he was super tough and he was like the Steelers, right? I mean, he
yeah.
brought that
He
legacy
embodied
back.
that.
Yeah, because they used to be really good, and then when he was at the helm, they got really good again. But yeah, it's hard not to. Yeah, I just don't think he's a great person. And Eli's funny.
Oh
Eli's
yeah.
hilarious.
That's true. The Manning brothers got their special niche on their show, but also all the commercials that they're in. You always see one of them.
Yeah.
I used to really not like Eli Manning because of that whole thing that happened with Rivers and Eli at the draft, right?
I was
Because
going to ask you about that.
yeah, I don't know if you know that, Aaron, but the Chargers drafted Eli Manning and the Giants drafted Rivers. They're all in the same draft class. And I don't think it was Eli Manning. I believe it was his dad threw a big fit and they ended up swapped trading, which, I mean, obviously in the long run was the way better decision because
Absolutely.
the Giants built the team
Chargers.
around him and Rivers, you know, but at the time I was like, oh my God, what a baby.
You guys might still be in San Diego if that didn't happen.
Maybe.
I was going to ask if you held that against him at all.
For a little bit, yeah, for
Okay.
a while I did.
I didn't like it, so I think I rooted for Phillip. They're linked in my mind, Phillip Rivers and Eli, because of that. I'm like, you don't do that. Come on. The Chargers
Yeah.
can't be that bad. I mean, they weren't like the Browns and the Cardinals and these other teams that are the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, and they had Breeze. I don't know if it was like the Ryan Leaf thing but whatever reason, he just believed that the organization was going to do more for Eli Manning, and that's fair. But what is interesting about those three, I want to say at one point, all three of those quarterbacks had the longest stretch of consecutive games played. So that was I mean, when you're thinking about like quarterback draft classes, that's got to be one of the best.
Oh, yeah.
In recent memory, because they all did really, really well.
So does this change? Ben played 18 seasons, so he's very durable. 64,000 passing yards, 418 touchdowns. 165 wins. Eli Manning played 16 seasons. Like you said, also very durable, played a ton. He's got those 2 Super Bowl wins. Kurt Warner was a mentor to Eli Manning at one point. So that's kind of Kurt just has a much shorter career because he broke into stardom. I still remember that Rams team with Dick Vermeil. Trent Green gets hurt, and then they got to give it to Kurt Warner no one knows about, and then that team just rolled with Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce and Marshall Faulk. We'll talk about him shortly. That team was just so good. Super fun to watch. So Big Ben, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 6-time Pro Bowler. Eli, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. And then Kurt Warner, 1-time Super Bowl champ, 2 times NFL MVP, and then 1-time Super Bowl MVP.
For a much shorter career.
Much shorter career. So I would go Kurt Warner. I agree with both of you. Then I'm taking Big Ben, and then I'll go Eli Manning.